Okay, for those asking me, I was able to get this kind of sniper entry. So basically, this is all I did. So the strategy I use normally works when price is moving in a particular direction, or when price is in a downtrend or an uptrend. So if you observe from this point below, price has been creating multiple break of structure, multiple break of structure, multiple break of structure, just like that. So you just have to mark all these break of structures out, and you see each time price creates break of structure, it always retests back, and that point where price retest on is either a breaker block or an order block. So if you observe, each time price break this previous high, it always come back to retest either on a breaker block or another block, then move up or take out the previous high again. It must always come back again to retest on a breaker block or other block, then take out previous high, just like that, retest again on a breaker block or an other block, then push to the upside again to take out previous high. Then you see price will retest again on a breaker block or an other block, then push to the upside again. So price was moving in this direction, and if you observe on this point here, let me mark it out. If you observe on this region, sorry, if you observe on this point here, price didn't retest on that breaker block. Instead, price just move a little bit to this point, then push to the upside. So this will tell you that the breaker block is still valid, and price must surely come back to retest on it. That's why you see I drew this blue line on top of the breaker block, and if you trace it back, that's this point I write BB. This is the breaker block. This point I wrote BB. So if you trace it back now to this point, you see price, immediate price tap on the breaker block, it push to the upside to take out the previous high. So that is how you can take a sniper entry using other blocks or breaker block. So immediate price tap on this my entry, I move down to the lower time frame, to look for is what they call a market structure shift. So for those that trade normally, you will know what a market structure shift is, or a change of character. So I waited for a market structure shift. This is the point where price did a market structure shift, which is an MMS. It's a market structure shift. So after price did that market structure shift, automatically this previous order block here has automatically turned into a breaker block, and price must always come back to retest on it. That's why if you draw this line back now, you see immediate price tapped on the line, push to the upside. Immediate price tap on this line, you see price push to the upside. So after price push to the upside, what you will have to wait for is a break of structure, meaning price have to break the previous high, which is this previous high. So you see, after price tapped on the breaker block, let me indicate that. After price tapped on the breaker block, you see it push to the upside to take out previous high. Then if you look at this bottom here, you see price left another order block at this region. That's why I drew this line, and I wrote OB, meaning order block. This thing. So that's why I say I drew this line, then I wrote OB, then I placed my order entry at the beginning of the OB. Then my take profit, I use a 1:7 as my TP. So you see price came back, tap on the other block, then push to the upside again, took out this previous high, creating another break of structure. So after price created this break of structure, what you have to do now is to look for another order block or breaker block on the previous low. So if you look at this point here, you see there's another order block here. There's another order block. If you should trace this line now to this other side, you see that's an order block. See, price, immediate price tapped into the blue line, push to the upside again to take out previous high, creating another break of structure here again. So after the break of structure, what you have to do now is to look for another order block or breaker block for price to retest on. So if you look at this time frame now, this 5-minute time frame, if you look at this area here, you won't see any order block or breaker block. But how will you be able to spot an order block or breaker block now? So you have to go down to a lower time frame, you move down again to a lower time frame, so you can be able to spot the order block. So if you observe now, this is the breaker block. This is the breaker block first, and price will always use the breaker block first before coming back to use the order block. So you see price use the breaker block, push to the upside, took out this liquidity, this buy side liquidity, came back again to use this order block here. This is the order block. So if you trace the line back, this OB, trace the line, you see immediate price tapped on it, push to the upside again, take out this previous high, creating another break of structure again. So after price created that break of structure, what you have to do now, look for another order block or breaker block. If you look at this line here now, you will see there's an order block there. So this is the order block, this is the order block here. So if you should mark this line back, you see immediate price tapped on it, you push to the upside again, took out this previous high, creating another break of structure here again, created another break of structure. So this is how you can be able to use this particular strategy to get this kind of sniper entry. So you see now price has already tapped into my second POI. So what I'm waiting for is for price to create another market structure shift before I will get my confirmation to enter any trade. So on this line here, there's also an order block here. So there's also an order block here. So I'm expecting price to move from this point down to the order block, then take out this previous high to trigger this point of interest. So this is what I'm expecting price to do currently.